Hello friends, my name is Ramsu. Today we shall discuss about a topic, the comparison of Amazon Web Services versus the Microsoft Azure. Friend, today's topic is very interesting, especially if you have interest in cloud computing solutions and you want to compare the solutions nowadays available. So this is a very interesting topic for you. So let's start, friend. First of all, I would request to please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the bell option as well, so that my new videos can reach to you, and also you can follow me on the Facebook page as well. Friend, what is Microsoft Azure actually? Friend, Microsoft Azure is an open source and flexible cloud platform which helps in development, service hosting, service management and data storage. The Azure cloud computing tools host web applications over the internet with the help of Microsoft data centers. What is AWS or Amazon Web Services? Amazon Web Services (AWS) is widely used secure cloud services platform offering computing power, content delivery, database storage and other functionality to help businesses to scale and grow. Key differences between AWS and Azure. Both Azure and AWS supports hybrid cloud, but Azure supports hybrid cloud better. Azure offers express routes while AWS offers direct connection. Azure provides security by offering permissions on the whole account, whereas AWS security is provided using defined roles with permission control feature. Azure machines are grouped into cloud services and respond to the same domain name with various ports, whereas the AWS machine can be accessed separately. Azure has a virtual network cloud, whereas AWS has virtual private cloud. Azure has 140 availability zones, whereas AWS has 61 availability zones. AWS and Microsoft Azure are the two most established leading names in the cloud computing space. As of now, AWS is bigger in terms of revenue, while Azure has a bigger user base. Over here, we will try to understand the impact of the two and find out the winner of the AWS versus Azure better. AWS was launched in 2006. At present, AWS offers more than 100 services related to databases, computing, application development, infrastructure management and security. AWS has its own offices located in 16 geographical locations. Microsoft Azure. Microsoft Azure was launched in the year 2008. It is a cloud computing service offered through a global network and Microsoft managed data centers. These services are provided in three ways: software as a service (SaaS), platform as a service (PaaS), and infrastructure as a service (IaaS). It also supports several tools, programming languages and frameworks. AWS versus Azure, which one is better? While both provide similar services, there are certain factors based on which the two differ. These can be segregated in terms of revenue generation, flexibility, features and adaptability. Market share and revenue. AWS has become one of the most popular cloud computing service providers in the world, with its revenue crossing the mark of $59 billion. This is a 37% positive revenue growth in quarter 3 2021 with respect to quarter 2021. Azure has seen a 50% growth in revenue, with the numbers not known publicly. At present, the market share of AWS is 40%, whereas Azure has a 30% hold on the market. In terms of market share and revenue, AWS appears to be leading. Several other parameters can be a game changer in this battle of AWS versus Azure. Open source community. Microsoft Azure is still in the process of becoming friendly to the open source community. This has not changed the industry perception of Microsoft. This also contributes to the domination of Amazon AWS in the cloud hosting space. Storage capacity. AWS Cloud Object Storage solution offers high availability as well as automatic replication across regions. In AWS, temporary storage starts functioning whenever an instance starts and it stops when an instance gets terminated. It also provides block storage, which is quite similar to hard disk. It can be either be attached to EC2 instances or can be kept separate. On the other hand, Azure uses page blobs and temporary storage for VM based volumes. Its blocks storage is similar to S3 in AWS. Machine learning model. Both AWS and Azure have machine learning studios for machine learning model development. Unlike Amazon SageMaker, Azure Studio does not require to delve deep into the complexities of data engineering, Python coding, and open source libraries. Pricing model. Both Azure and AWS offer pay-as-you-go pricing model. AWS is chargeable on an hourly basis, whereas Azure is chargeable on a per minute basis. Azure offers more flexibility in short-term subscriptions plans, while comparing the two, Azure is more expensive. This can be seen in the case of Azure instances, which get countier with increasing sizes. For a 256 GB RAM and 64 vPCU, Azure will charge almost double what AWS is charging. Compatibility with hybrid cloud market. Azure excels in the hybrid cloud market in comparison with AWS, which is still a work in progress. Licensing and license mobility. Azure and AWS ensure that customers do not have to face difficulties related to licensing or license mobility. You only have to pay for services that you are availing of. In Microsoft Azure, you are eligible for license mobility if you have already paid for the service. Although Azure is convenient in terms of setup for Windows admin, AWS is highly configurable and feature enriched. When it comes to comparing AWS versus Azure, it is very clear that most of the services are similar in both cases. On the other hand, Azure leads AWS in terms of features such as Azure Site Recovery, Azure Event Hubs, the Azure Visual Studio Online, and Azure Scheduler. In terms of flexibility, adaptability to the open source community, AWS seems to be leading. It also gets an additional point when it comes to revenue generation. Advantages of AWS. Here are the significant advantages of adopting AWS cloud services are: compute cloud allows you to increase or decrease storage according to the need of your organization. AWS enables you to select an operating system, programming language, database of your choice, broad and deep service offerings, robust partner ecosystem, trusted by high-profile customers, high transfer stability, minimal information is lost during server and storage transfer, offers more data centers for availability and low latency, better DevOps support, similar licensing method, strong support for BI and analytics. Advantages of Azure: capability for developers and users to create, maintain and deploy applications. Fully scalable cloud computing platform offers open access across multiple languages, frameworks and tools. Total support for Microsoft legacy apps. Greater awareness of enterprise needs, easy one-click migrations in many cases, conversion of on-premises licenses to the cloud, support for mixed Linux Windows environments, offers inbuilt tool like Azure Stack to help the organization deliver Azure services from the own data center. Disadvantages of AWS are less hybrid cloud friendly. AWS Elastic Load Balancer is not equipped to handle as many requests as it receives. AWS lacks customer support, so it is more suitable for a technically savvy group of consumers and those companies who have their inbuilt tech support team. The number of choices offered by AWS is confusing to those who may not speak the language of technology. Incompatible and weak hybrid strategy. AWS is a less open private cloud. This makes it an unpopular storage option for sensitive industries like banking. AWS has too many products for which makes the selection process much harder. Disadvantages of Azure. Customer service is not transparent and data is hosted globally. So if you have data restrictions where it must be stored in a specific country, at that time you need to verify or specify with Microsoft. You will be charged extra for paying as you go. Azure cloud based services are full of glitches. To fix these bugs, you will need to spend additional money. Less flexibility about non-Windows server platforms when compared to Amazon Web Services. So friend, thanks a lot for watching the video. I hope you like this video. If you like it, please share it with the friends and colleagues, and thanks for watching the video. Thank you, friends.